My name is Jackie. Welcome to today's video. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed today's video. And if you're returning to the channel, I'm always happy to have you back. In today's video, I did create this kind of smoky chocolate look. And I'm not going to tell you right now what palette I use. I'm sure you can already tell from the title of the video. But if you want to see how I was able to create this look, then keep on watching. Hi friends, welcome to today's video. Now for today's video, we are going to do an eyeshadow look using this Glam Light Chocolate Martini palette. Now I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes using my MAC paint pot. And I do have this in the shade Painterly. It does say that this chocolate martini palette does have some pressed pigments in it. So I want to use an eyeshadow base. I hope everyone's well today. Today is Friday. And that alone puts a smile on my face. It's been a long week. As far as swatches go, I did kind of do a few swatches when I hauled the palette, so I'll have the iCard link to that video, but I'll just insert a full-blown swatch towards the end of the video. Okay, so this palette, this is what the palette looks like. The color story is so pretty to me. I think that looks more like it right here. I think it's just such a nice palette. So I thought, looking at the palette, because I know I have seen a video where a lot of people were using this shade right here. So I thought we would just mix things up a little bit and I would go in a different direction. So with that said, let's see. I think the first shade I am going to use, as soon as I find a brush. Okay, so I think the first shade, just jumping right in, I think the first shade I want to use is called Dark Chocolate, and it's this shade right here. And I'm just going to put that right here. Okay, and then start trying to map out my outer V. I know I struggle with that. And I'm thinking about maybe doing kind of like a chocolate eye look. I'm gonna take another brush and drag that chocolate shade over, or the dark chocolate shade over a little bit into my crease. And my disclaimer that I give here recently, so everyone knows that I do have some I don't know, texture or light patch right here. So if you see that up close and you think that the eyeshadow is skipping or not blending, that's what it is. I just have this little light patch and nothing sticks to it. No eyeshadow. So I make the disclaimer, it's not the shadow, it's just my eyeball. Okay. So I think I have that as deep as I actually want it already. Because like I said, that little spot right there is not really going to cover up. And I'm going to look for my glitter glue right here, because my next shadow that I think I want to play with is called Chocolate Liqueur. Right here. And I know this shade will probably get everywhere if I do not use the glitter glue. Okay, I have that down. I'm going to try not to talk so much so we can kind of speed through things. Now I'm going to pick up my foiled eyeshadow brush by Makeup Geek, and I'm going to pick up Chocolate Liqueur. I almost really don't have to use my finger because this is showing up really nicely all on its own. Just got a little fallout happening. Okay, and that's Chocolate Liqueur or liquor. And this is going to be like a quick and easy look, I can tell already. And for my inner corner, I think I want to use, there's a shade in here called Vanilla Vodka, or do I know? Let me see. I think this is a duochrome. It looks white in the pan, but this is what it looks like when you actually swipe it. Look at that. Or extra lit, maybe calling my name. So silky. I think I'm gonna try this. Let's see what extra lit looks like and see if that's how we want to go. I'm gonna still use this Makeup Geek brush. I'm gonna flip it over. You can hardly see that. So we're not going to go in that direction. We're going to go ahead and pick up this Vanilla Vodka. Let's see what it does. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. That looks good next to this chocolate. I think I'm going to go in with the shade Cream de Cacao right here and just kind of blend out softly. And now the fine tuning starts. I'm going to pick back up some Chocolate Liqueur. And I'm just going to bring it up just a little bit more. Go back into Vanilla Vodka. Flip it back over. Make sure this is the intensity. And really that's all I'm going to do to the eye. Let me see if I have, well, I'm not going to put an under eye highlight down until I fill in my brows. So we're going to just stop right here. And catch the other eye up. Okay, beauties, I'm back and I have both of my eyes caught up. So we're gonna stop the eye look right here and we're gonna start on our base. I'm gonna use my Vitamin Rich Face Base Primer by Bobbi Brown. Just gonna put a little bit of this on. Oh, love the way this smells. But we'll go in with this Tarte silk canvas. And for foundation, since I'm in between a Shop My Stash, so next week I'll probably have another makeup basket or a full-blown Shop My Stash video. So for today we are going to be using the Rare Beauty. This is by Selena Gomez and I have the shade 460W. I want to shake it up really well. Every time I put on a foundation that I haven't used in a long time, I'm just like, why did I stop using this? It's not that I stopped, it's just don't get around to them. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna stop putting foundation on my forehead. That's why I didn't do it today. As far, actually applying foundation up here, I'm gonna see if I'm just gonna use what's left on the sponge. Because, these little fine lines. I don't want the foundation to start settling in there. I already don't drag it up underneath my eye. For my concealer, I've pulled the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer, and I have this in the shade N9. That's what it looks like. I wanted something kind of more closely to my skin tone. A lot of fallout right here. Yeah, this one is something kind of more closer to my skin tone instead of so bright. I may have to add something on top because I do want a little, I think I do want a little bit of more brightness. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed my Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in the shade 53N. Ooh, it was looking so pitiful in the drawer, so I had to grab it. Looks real sad. I'm just gonna do a little bit. Of this. Powder, I meant to grab my Fenty Beauty powder, but I didn't see it. So I still do have my Anastasia Beverly Hills powder in Deep Peach. So we're just going to use this to set the base. Just going to use this little fluffy brush. For my under eyes, I grabbed this powder by Black Radiance. It's their banana powder. Anything else? What I have been doing, maybe I should stick to what I've been doing. So what I've been doing like last week is I was going with my same Anastasia powder. And not even dipping it into the powder, just dipping it to the side where there's a little residue or residual powder. And I've been going in with the same powder that I set with. always start low and then go up higher. And then I go in with a lighter powder. I was using last week I was using the Sephora powder. I think I left it in the bathroom, so I'm just going to take this banana powder. I'm not going to take a lot of it. Just still dipping into the side. The majority of the powder is right here, and I'm dipping up here. I'm going to take a little bit. Okay, so for my bronzer, I did pull, I am going to use, I thought I pulled my LYS, but I pulled the highlighter instead, but that's okay because I still have my Fenty Beauty Coconati. I still also have my Sephora Pro palette out. Been loving using that again. We will probably be dipping into that one today too. So this is the bronzer. And then I switch brushes. I get this NYX brush because it's flat and it's perfect around the hairline. So I can just go ahead and bronze in that area. And now we're going to grab our Sephora Pro palette. And in my Sephora Pro palette, I'm going to grab this contour shade right here. It is called Epic. I don't let it stay there. I don't let it stay there. I blend it right on out. I just want to clean up the contour just a little. Now, blush. I do have the blush trio by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Berry Adore with these shades. The center shade is looking pretty. And I brought out my LYS highlighter, but I really wasn't intending on using it. I was intending to use this Revolution highlighter pod. This is in the shade Ignite. These highlighters are so gorgeous. But some of you may be wondering what the LYS looks like. Wasn't planning on glowing that much because this is very pigmented. Let's swatch it right here. So that's all for the base right now. I am going to go ahead and spray my Fenty What It Do Makeup Refreshing Spray on. And now for this lower lash line. I'm a little perplexed. Not sure. Because when I look in the mirror, I'm kind of with this chocolate liqueur. I'm kind of seeing, you know, chocolate. I'm also kind of seeing a kind of a rosy, pinkish tone. I'm not sure. We may be messing up here. I think on the outer corner here, kind of nervous about this, you guys. I'm not really quite sure what to do on my lower lash line. But I do know on the very outer corner. But on the very outer corner, I am going to stick with the dark chocolate. I'm going to just use this as a eyeliner. Outer corner, I think we're just gonna drag it on. Okay, so I think I'm gonna kind of smoke it out with All Night. And then this is Girls Night Out. That Girls Night Out is cute. I think I'm gonna try that one. I don't even know if it's gonna show up. I don't know what I'm doing now. I try to get that dark chocolate really tight, but it didn't stay tight. Kind of spread a little further than I wanted it to. I'm just having it graze the dark chocolate. Okay. Oh. The pressure. This is a pretty shade. This palette here, even though I liked the olive palette, this one is nice as well. So I feel like it's kind of softened up the dark chocolate, and that's good. Okay, for the inner corner, do we want to be matchy? Do we? Or I say yes. We're gonna be matchy. Can y'all see that flip? Gosh, that's so pretty. We're gonna be matchy. Are we gonna be matchy? I was thinking about putting this blue. How about I put the blue? If I don't like it, I'm gonna take it off. Or do we want to be matchy? To be matchy, let's just stick with what we did up top. So I'm going to go into Extra Lit. Remember how we went into Extra Lit, didn't like it, and then we went over into this shade right here, which is called Vanilla Vodka. We're going to do that again. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, guys. I'm going to leave that there. I am going to go ahead and coat my eyelashes. I'm not wearing any false lashes. I'm going to coat my eyelashes, fill in my brows, and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I am back to wrap up today's video. It's getting a little late, so I don't want to be here all night, and I don't want to keep holding you guys too long. So I am going to go ahead. I did my brows, and what else did I do? Oh, my mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one more shade from the palette, just to do a underbrow highlight. I guess we can go in with Irish Cream. Hope that's not too bright, but it's this shade right here. We're just going to do a little bit of underbrow highlight. Okay, so for the lips, we're not doing anything special with them. I know, you guys, that this is not a spring look, but really this chocolatey look is really what the palette leans towards. You maybe could get a spring look if you went in with this shade. You maybe could get a spring look with this. I'm sure you could, but that's not what we did in today's video, even though it's 80 degrees outside. So I am going to go in with my ColourPop times Shayla lip liner. Oh, BFF4 is what this one is. And we're just going to line our lips. I thought about attempting to do some lashes. Attempting, I say that loosely. But as I was doing my mascara, this eye just started watering really badly because it says today that pollen is really high. I just left it alone, went on with mascara. Okay, so for our lip color, to go with our theme, I thought we would use our Fenty Beauty, and I have the shade Hot Chocolate, and it has the little sparkles in there. I don't know if you can see it, but I thought this might be a nice lip gloss to wear with this look. It's nice and light, not really dark. Just a nice gloss with just a hint of color. I think this is the final look. Now, like I said, I am going to swatch really quickly the palette. I know I didn't do it in my last olive palette, or Dirty Martini, I think that was the name of the palette. So I did it a little bit, you know, like I said, when I hauled it, but just in case you guys really want to see swatches, because this palette is gorgeous. I think we'll do it really fast, and then I'll bring you up close for the final look, and that'll be it. Okay, so on the back, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I will mention it again. It says that we do have some pressed pigments in here, and that's why I opted to use my MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. So it says the pressed pigments are Irish Cream, and that's the shade that I went in with under my brow bone. This is Irish Cream, the shade right here. We also have Happy Hour, which is the shade right here. We have Livin' Lavish, this shade right here. And the last pressed pigment is All Night, and that is this gorgeous color right here. So those are our pressed pigments. So I'm going to start by swatching this first row going across, and we're going to start with Vanilla Vodka. I'm going to show y'all when I get done, but I just have to show you that shade again. Okay, so here are the swatches, starting with Vanilla Vodka, Irish Cream, Rich, Cheers, and Happy Hour. And then we're going to start with Living Lavish, which is this shade right here. Ooh, when I tell y'all it's hot in here, it is getting hot. Now that I'm swatching it, I can definitely make a spring look with this palette. Okay, I have it swatched, and we started with Living Lavish, which is this shade right here. All Night, this beautiful shade right here. Cream de Cacao, right here. Extra Lit, this beautiful shade right here. And that's the shade that we went in our inner corner with, and then we went back and put the Vanilla Vodka on. And this last shade right here is Girls Night Out. So this is what the swatches look like. Let's do the last row, and we're going to start with this shade right here, which is called Bittersweet. Looks much lighter in the pen. I mean, it looks much lighter on camera than it does in the pen. Oh, jeez. So here are the swatches. Okay, right here, this shade right here is Bittersweet. This beauty right here is Chocolate Liqueur. Then right here, We have syrup or syrup, ganache, and dark chocolate. So these are all the swatches. Just gorgeous, so metallic. Palette retails for $35, and looking at the Glam Light site, it is still available. So if my eye look has inspired you to perhaps want to pick up this palette, or if my last week's eye look, I think it was last week, my St. Patrick's Day eye look with using the Dirty Martini palette, if that palette inspired you to want to pick up the palette, I would say they are well worth it. The palettes are gorgeous. They perform beautifully. Again, there's no patchiness, no skipping. The shades blend out flawlessly. They are very vibrant, very pigmented. So yes, I definitely give this whole happy hour palette collection a 2 thumbs up. The 2 palettes that I have are phenomenal. I wouldn't take them back if I could. They're just beautiful. So with that said, that completes today's video. Let me see if I can pull you guys in for one final look. Here is the final look again. I just think this palette is beautiful, and it makes such a pretty smoky look. So let me know down below, you guys, if you have any of these happy hour palettes in your collection, or if you're considering picking 1, 2, 3, or 4, all 4 of them up. Let me know what you think about the eye look that I created. And again, if this is your first time here, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Give me this video a thumbs up and ring in the notification bell. It just lets you know each and every time that I upload a video. And share the channel, because you know I don't mind. And lastly, please know that you're always welcomed and wanted here on my channel. And with that said, thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.